to become a three-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion. Tony Stewart wins it.
Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, NASCAR Throwback Special honoring Tony Stewart. NBCSN will re-air his classic 2011 championship race with interactive watch party. NASCAR drivers, race teams, NBC Sports broadcasters, and fans are going to interact on screen using hashtag NASCAR Throwback.
Is at a Daytona this year. It was a lot of fun. Got to relive some of the greatest moments in NASCAR.
Well, in that race, the Daytona race, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was very instrumental and very active on social media with that, and it was fun for the fans to kind of relive that whole race with him when he wasn't in the car and being able to tell people what it was like.
I'm going to miss he ruined the battery in my phone that night.
Oh, yes.
Man, a few words, but give him a keyboard.
Yeah. We see the three of Austin Dillon out on the track. Interesting ending to Austin Dillon's week last week between he and Kevin Harvick. Between him and Kevin Harvick. They obviously didn't see eye to eye on what took place on the racetrack. And there has been interesting blood between the three and Austin Dillon at least. Austin Dillon and Kevin Harvick, as we look back on what took place. Austin Dillon was making the pass, and then a little contact made from the rear bumper, but Dillon hard into the wall.
See right here, Harvick gets into the back of the three-car. The three-car was having to come off the throttle. Harvick was off the throttle, but still made contact. Of course, naturally, Austin Dillon wasn't happy about it. Having a really good run, top 5 pretty much all night, qualified on the pole. Extremely disappointing for, end of the night.
And the interesting aspect of that, Austin Dillon got out of the car, and there had been a little bit of bad blood between the two from years earlier when Ty Dillon and Kevin Harvick were racing in a Truck Series race, and there was an accident that took place in that race where Kevin Harvick ended up saying it was two boys that were growing up with silver spoons, more or less, because they were the grandparents of Austin and Ty are the Childress, Richard Childress, who owns the team. And as a matter of fact, Kevin Harvick raced for Richard Childress at the time when Kevin made that comment. And so it was interesting that the comment was brought back up again by Austin last week, bringing that back up again as far as the silver spoon. So you just have to wonder, we come to a racetrack like Phoenix where it's so important for Kevin Harvick to have a great finish, and he has Austin Dillon who thinks that Kevin Harvick did him wrong the last race. Could that be something that could come into play on Sunday night?
I believe when tempers calm down and everybody goes back and analyzes what happened, obviously Austin Dillon still not happy with it. Whenever you get hit from behind and you get into a wreck, that's going to upset you. But I think when you go back and listen to it, you hear Harvick all the way out of the throttle, I think that changes the game. If Harvick's in the throttle, getting into the back of it, well then that only makes it worse. So I don't see this moving forward, but I didn't see back in Joey Logano getting together with Martin Dillon.
Well, and explain what you mean by moving forward. Is Austin Dillon going to go out and hook the 4-car and send him up the racetrack into the wall? I don't believe so. Is Austin Dillon, if he has the opportunity to race the 4 or restart next to the 4 or pass the 4, is he going to be aggressive and prove a point? Without a doubt. And Kevin Harvick, as much as he's going to be frustrated by that, would do the same thing. And that is what I want to see. To be honest, that's what I want to see out of Austin Dillon. Because I want him to prove he deserves to be on the racetrack with Kevin Harvick. He showed it with speed, but I like that tenacity. I don't want him to hit him and wreck him, Jeff, but I also want to see him drive right down inside the corner on a restart. That's how NASCAR was built, is that tough racing.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to race each other hard, and you listen, you treat people the way you feel like they treat you. And if you feel like somebody's not giving you a break, then you don't give them a break. It's just that simple.
It's something we will definitely keep our eye on.
So I'm keeping my eye on this. Kevin Harvick, we've documented, 34th in practice. Left pit road hard right there with under 16 minutes left. I believe this is their first qualifying run for Kevin Harvick. We talk about a favorite, but 34th is unacceptable for this race team. Even if you were struggling a little in race trim, you would expect better speed than that. I expect them to come up the speed chart here. That look really good around 3 and 4 there, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, they'll definitely come up the speed chart because this is their first new run. The question is where they'll be. They end up 15th, but it's his first lap. We'll see if they move up And sometimes the track loses speed, which may explain why they weren't fast right off the bat. But having said that, as people have made Q-runs, they've been faster later in this qualifying, in this practice session. So I'm not sure the track was off when he took off. So we'll see what happens here. It wouldn't surprise me for this lap to be a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I'm not concerned, but I wanted to be proven that they had found the speed. 10th position. I think that's pretty good with only 15 minutes left. Probably get one more qualifying in.
Pretty good for stickers.
And you heard pretty good for stickers. And what they mean by that is this track is very slippery for brand new tires. Now, a lot of teams will qualify new tires because they don't have to be in the top 24. But if you're a team that's, say, 15th or beyond, behind that in practice, you might actually scuff a set of tires in. While that would hurt you in round 2 and round 3, it might gain an advantage of getting into round 2, being in that top 24.
Steve, he just told the team coming in, good job, we are on the other side of it now. Hey, Rick, the other side of the scoring monitor, too.
Absolutely. He's on the left side now and currently 10th. And not the slowest chaser any longer. Joey Logano is the fastest of the 8 chase drivers and still have a shot at the championship. Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Carl Edwards, and Kevin Harvick all in the top 10.